of course, I also reread Dune because Parker, and I are going to talk about it tomorrow.
Hmm.
And yeah, like a lot of fantasy and science fiction movies that I enjoy, I I liked it more in my second read than I did in my first read because especially because I've read other books in this series and the prequels, so I know more of the backstories of some of the characters and some of the stuff that happens. So
Hmm.
I thought rereading that was really interesting too, and I'm sure we'll talk more about that tomorrow, of course.
Yeah, like I haven't been able to reread it because for some reason this book is in high demand at my library, so
Hmm.
I haven't been able to get a hold of it. There were like, what was it? Out of 37 copies, they're all checked out,
Holy crap! Wow.
and we're talking about 37 ebooks and 40 audiobooks. I think
Wow.
because the movie came out recently,
Right.
it received a spike.
Right. Yeah, that
So,
makes sense.
but
Yeah.
I remember it quite well. I remember, so I don't think it'll be a hindrance of not having read it
Yeah,
super recently.
it's a fairly simple story, that first book too. There's just like, since you and I have read more books in the series, we know more of like the details of what goes on, and in the prequels especially, there's a lot of backstory of some of the characters and some of the historical events that gives it
Yeah,
a lot more interesting context.
yeah, and then we could talk about the Gom Jabbar scene and the Hezat Sadarak or whatever that.
Yeah,
There's so
yeah,
many words
yeah.
that they kind of make up.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a,
A lot of the terminology in the world building, I understood it better this time because I've read other books in the series.
yeah, I'm having a little trouble in Dune 5 because I don't know. They keep talking about this no technology, like no ships and no globes, and I have no idea what those things are or what they
Oh
mean.
yeah. I think I might be confused about that, but I think that's just weird names for like what they actually are. Like a no ship is a spaceship. It seems that way to me or something.
Well,
I think
it's supposed to be. It sounds like it's a special type of spaceship, though, and I don't know what the specialness
yeah. Yeah,
of
that's
it
a good
is.
point. Yeah.
But
I
yeah,
don't know.
it's a pretty
Sorry, go
simple
ahead.
story, though, right? It's just
Yeah.
like I understand. I remember the plot. Like
Yeah.
there's Leto. He comes to Arrakis because there's some trouble there, and then his son is being tutored by Mentat and Gurney Halleck, and the doctor ends up betraying Leto, and he dies, and
Mhm.
the family has to go into hiding, and they flee, and they get taken in by the Fremen, and they fulfill a prophecy, and
Yep.
there's
And
the
he
whole
fulfills
Kitsats.
his destiny of the hero's journey and becomes the Messiah, basically.
Yeah, and he becomes a worm rider. There's worm sign, Shai Hulud, and all that, and
Hmm.
the weirding way.
Yeah.
You watched the movie, right?
I've seen part of it. I want to talk about that tomorrow too. That and I saw the like the newer kind of like made for TV adaptation too, which
I need to rewatch that one. I
uh,
remember that's like the Sci-Fi Channel one.
yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, we should talk about how those compare to the books too. Yeah.
yeah. And then yeah,
And
the funny thing about the movie is like the weirding devices where they gotta like "Arrgh," and they like yell stuff and it shoots.
yeah, oh yeah, I was listening in the because I was re-listening to the Legendarium episodes about the book yesterday and the day before. They were talking about how that specific technology isn't even in the books.
No, the weirding way is just like a fighting technique.
Yeah, I
Like it,
attack you with my voice. Ah,
yeah, the weirding way is, I guess, like Bene Gesserit have like this strange like kung fu way of fighting where it seems faster than what it is.
yeah.
That's all it is. It's just like a hand-to-hand combat. And in the movie, they make the weirding devices, which have nothing to do with the books. It's just some weird thing that they threw in there. But I liked that they made the Bene Gesserits bald and that they made all the Mentats have big ass bushy eyebrows. I thought that was a interesting touch.
Yeah,